önemli aşaması.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back. It's another Saturday here at CEA, and we've got another quarterfinal for you guys. That's right, there's 4 this weekend. There's only 2 more weeks to go before we're at grand finals, and we're going to be ready to crown a nice big champion. But I thought it fitting, this week, it's great having you all here. I figured we'd let everybody trickle in while we get this game started. Let's talk about what quarterfinals we've got going on, and then we can talk about what game we've got on stream today. So, top to bottom, our quarterfinals. Clip It in first seed versus I'm Feeling Lucky. That one's already ended in a 4-0 for Clip It. I'm Feeling Lucky. Hats off. Salute to you. You have been crushing it all season. It's been a wonder to just have you around as well. Next, let's go down. Ninja Cats versus Windows Drivers. We're getting a little bit of Microsoft on Microsoft action. That one ended 4-1. Windows Drivers, I think, did a lot better this season than last, if memory serves me correct. But, I mean, it's Ninja Cats. Who are we kidding ourselves at this point? We expect them to come out and win a lot of these ones. And then, next up, Professional Tractors versus Stuck in Silverado. Professional Tractors winning that one 4-0. I think, honestly, if you're looking at teams that aren't Microsoft-based, Professional Tractors is almost definitely the one to watch. If not, one of the teams that we've got coming on today, which is EG Trident. EG's been floating around the top for a while, but they haven't really had their shot. EG Trident has looked really good this season, though. And I think if there's any team that could really punch up against these Microsoft teams, it's going to be Trident. Nadella's Fellas is who they got to get through first, though. Tiny, Boogs, and crew are going to be going up against them in our match for today. We've only got one, and then we're heading on to the semifinals next week, so nothing to it but to hop straight into this match. You guys know him. You guys love him. This team headed up by the Boogster. It's Nadella's Fellas in the orange, and over on the left side, Ethos Trident. It's been a while since we've seen them on stream, but they're going to be just as good. Captained up by Salvo, who has been prominent in the scene for a hot minute. Appreciate all you guys popping by today. Hope you've brought some popcorn, because this one's going to be good. Early pressure now. Nadella's Fellas already breaking out the demolitions. This time joined by Rumi. Now, if you know anything about Nadella's Fellas, you'll know there are a few players for this team that'll float around. Tiny and Boogs, kind of the normal 2 for this team, though sometimes substituted out. Rumi coming in this time. I believe they had a separate player in last week. That wasn't Rumi. I could be wrong about that, though. Good pass over to Tiny. Back down wall. Joe Boogs for pressure. Goes for a cross. Like what I'm seeing from Nadella's Fellas right now, they're keeping it slow, keeping it simple. There's not too much to be had here. It's about feeling one another out and not giving up goals while you're at it. Rumi's got a good touch here down the wall. It's an awkward bouncer. Tiny off the crossbar. Early denial. This is very light pressure being applied by Nadella's Fellas, but that doesn't make it not scary. It's like in the movies when they're sitting down with the mob boss, and you're kind of scared they're gonna put a bullet in them, but you're not really sure. They're acting all nice and whatnot. That's exactly what Nadella's Fellas are doing. They're acting nice. They're playing nice, but at the same time, any one of these crosses could spell danger for Ethos. However, Ethos have managed to build out of their half. It's not all doom and gloom for him. Awkward touch by Red Shepherd, though. Uh-oh, Tiny's got 2 beat. Joe Boogs tries for the follow-up, fakes it. Gets on top of the car, flick 1v1 to the far corner, and no one's getting past him. All 3 players, Axel's in shambles. Oh my God. I would like to report an accident on aisle 7. Jesus. That was just raw dribbling from 2 of the Nadella's Fellows players. All right, Ethos. I believe they can fire back. They've been looking solid. They've had good attacking ideas. I think they do need to find a way to kind of lighten this attacking pressure, though, from Nadella's Fellows. Because like I said, as much as it's not fast-paced, it is certainly very controlling, constricting. Joe Boogs is up still, one at a time. Nadella's Fellows take shot after shot, but EG, they've built out of their half. Rooms into the corner. Salvo 1v1. Tiny misses it as well. Nyland, not there for the touch. Nilin, not sure which it is. We're going to go with Nyland, though. Upwards. Room for the shot. Boogs, awkward touch. It's back down to the corner. Slow roller for Red Shepherd. Decides to bang it down the field. Wants to pick up the pace. Touch back towards center. It's only Tiny there. Gets a great rebound, though. Out towards Rumi. Nyland challenges. Salvo should be there for the touch, though. They got to get some players back. Love the demolition opportunity. Nyland now plays it wide. Should be able to pick up boost. Team slowly regaining their balance. I'm not sure how I feel about a lot of these touches that we're seeing out of Ethos Trident, where they're, you know, kind of playing the ball hard long, right past midfield. I'd love to see a little bit more control. I trust that they can play the game and keep up with Nadella's Fellows if they play ball possession, but I think they're a little scared that they're not able to. Rumi now over top. Joe Boogs in position. Both miss. I think Boogs is looking for a dunk there. Fortunately, there's nothing to be had. Score remains 1-0. 1:30 on the clock. This is a low point game. You know, I'm sorry. Whoever's got to catch a flight right now, you may have to purchase that, however, you know, $75 in-flight Wi-Fi. Whatever exorbitant price they're charging. This one doesn't look like anytime soon. At just 1-0, the game remains close. Looking for a good demolition. It's a great thought by Salvo. But it's not going to result in much of anything. Rumi instead lays this one down low. It's tough for EG with just a minute left. They've got to get more aggressive, but the problem with that is the second you get over aggressive versus Nadella's Fellows, they are a very good team. They will punish you. Awkward ball down towards the center. I think that Boogs accidentally hit that in towards his own net, but it's no problem for Salvo to touch out. Island, Salvo, open net, good bump. That's what they've been looking for this whole time. Finally, tried to manage to connect with the ball. Nyland's been going for this bump. Salvo's been going for the same thing. Demolitions and bumps everywhere. And yet, finally, after 4 and some change minutes, one of them works. I can appreciate it, though. It's been a while since we've seen teams come out of the gate with demolitions and bumps like these. Usually, you know, it takes them until Game 5. It's the final adaptation we see out of them. But no, Ethos Trident making that decision early on into the match that they don't want to play clean. They're willing to go demo meta to pick up some goals. And I think it's the right call. The only way to beat out a team like Nadella's Fellows is to come out of the gate swinging. Now you got them on the back foot. 15 seconds left in this game until overtime goes on. And it's EG, large and in charge. They've got shots, but not good ones. Not only is it wide, and it looks like the last possession will be just for Microsoft. Rumi, no, misses the ball. Salvo can't wrap around it, leaves the goal open for Red Shepherd towards far post. It's perfectly placed. And at the last second, Ethos tried no time on the clock. And this one flipped the game on its head and put Nadella's Fellas down 1-0. Wow. I mean, look, you guys better not be pretending that you saw that coming. Ethos tried, like, they looked for the first 2.5 minutes of that game at least. They were just getting shot after shot pounded on net, but after a while, start building back. The ball got to midfield, and then they started building out of midfield, and they started getting the ball into the attacking half. These are not teams, you know, out of 30th seed that we're talking about. Hey, let's start building out of the midfield. Let's look at a little bit of passing. Let's try and make some more intentional plays. No, these teams, they've got all the basics down. The only thing they can do is adapt to one another and come out with better game plans. And I only saw that out of Ethos. Nadella's Fellows, we know they can adapt. Let's see if they can pick up this demo meta, play a little bit for themselves, maybe some Dirty Rocket League, maybe pick up the pace. I think they've still been the ones largely in charge of the tempo of the match, so they do have the opportunity to shift that up. There's a few lanes this could go. It's only one game, though. As Ethos tried up 1-0, it is a best of 7, so the first of 4. See the points in the top left and right of the screen, just underneath the team's names. Any of those of you with trouble counting, lack of fingers or otherwise. That's game 2. Again, pretty progressive start by Nadella's fellas, just controlling the ball. Slow play. Back out. Very patient defense, very patient attacking side. Nyland going for the ball. Tiny over. Waiting for the right opportunity to get out of the back here. Nyland's going to go for the pinch on the cross. It's good, but Rumi's better. Joe Boogs now. Building out a 1. Nyland trying to control the midfield here. To very little avail. Again, both teams have been hitting the ball through the midfield more often than they've been attempting to pass it around through the midfield or build out of the back. Lobs ball off the crossbar. Great demo by Rumi. That'll save him for the time being. Red Shepherd, though, makes this one awkward. Salvo keeps it up. There's still 3 members of Nadella's fellas back, though, so I don't think this one's going in anytime soon. Nyland's looking for a demo, a bump. It's a little bit desperate, but they should be fine, as all 3 members of Nadella's fellas did rotate back. Again, attempted mid-control by EG, but nothing's there. Nyland goes for the demo, but it's just greedy. It leaves the goal open, and Tiny's there to punish. And I see you guys talking about, you know, who's got mid-control? Are they going for mid-control? And I think EG are trying to make a stab for it, but it's a very aggressive one that isn't really working out for him. And that goes back to what I was talking about earlier with, you know, Nadella's fellas, even if they did lose last game, it did feel like they were in charge of the pacing. And trying to take away the midfield, trying to aggress for that, is really EG's way of saying, hey, you know what, we want a piece of this action. We want to get the midfield. We want to control the pace of the game, but, you know, you have to wrestle it away from Microsoft, and that just didn't happen. Now, Rumi back in the center towards Tiny. 3-man commit by Microsoft. They got to be careful. Boogs does manage to get back. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. In fact, 2 players rotate back in time. Nyland lies it up into no man's land, makes it awkward. Red Shepherd there to control, but again, these touches in the midfield aren't perfect. The 50-50s aren't being won. Kind of just bouncing back into the hands of one another. Nyland now down to Tiny. Let's see if Microsoft can get out of their half. They can. Straight towards the net. Nothing to be had, though. 2 members remain back. Looking for a pass towards Rumi. I like the look here, but the rotation's slightly off. Midfield is a battle of attrition, more so than anything else right now. This is a lot less about which team is able to find the aggression and more so about which team is able to score goals and get meaningful aggression first. Who gets a quality attack? I see an open net. Only 1 defender left. Tiny has the pass opportunity or the 1v1. Goes for the shot. Gets beat out. Rumi now pinch towards center. It's dangerous, but again, no aggression by Nadella's fellas. I think they understand this 1 goal could be the entire game, but I think that's what they thought last game as well, which makes us all the scarier. That 1 goal is very unsound. Island looks like he's looking for a bump. I think he does get a little piece of something there onto Joe Boogs. Anyhow, wide. This time it's Nadella's fellas going for the demolition. Nobody's home, though. 50-50 by Salvo. Looks good. Gets the ball back out. Just out of position, though. Red Shepherd nearly got a piece of that one. Tiny's found the open net, though. And oh, man, right out of nowhere. We were talking about midfield control not really being much of anything for these teams, but it only takes a 50-50 like that. And Tiny caught everything on that ball. Now, I'm not sure where the touch was looking for Ethos. I think it looked like they want to just play it back into the attacking half like they've been. Play slow, no real ball control through midfield, but you do leave yourself open for opportunities like that. And the fact that all 3 players were, I think, very complacent makes that a bit of an issue. Because, yeah, Nadella's fellas haven't been really trying to contest you on those, but the second that they do, you open yourself up to stuff like that. Now you need 2 goals, 1 minute. We saw him do it last time. Ethos tried it, though. This time it wouldn't be to win, it'd be to tie the game. Nyland now looking for a 1v1 against Boogs. Unfortunately, it's not too close. Salvo's got a good shot. Rings it off the post. It should be an easy touch, and bam. What a laser towards the top of this net. Both of these teams, uncharacteristically slow. I mean, we've seen Nadella's fellas, I think, almost every weekend for the past couple weeks. And they have been non-stop, just pedal to the floor Rocket League. EG we've seen less of, but this is a very slow game. And then the second that ball paces up, it's so hard to react, so hard to pick up the pace on that much of a dime. They're looking to get one more goal, and great save by Nyland up against 2 players. Salvo looking for a bump. Not to be had. 1 goal now the difference. We saw EG do it last time. Can they do it again? Salvo's in for a shot. 3 members forward for EG. They're looking for something aggressive. Red Shepherd rotates back to try and make the stop here. It'll be Boogs for the cross, trying to buy time out the clock. Unknowingly sets up the ball pretty well for his teammate. Now down. Salvo looking for an opportunity here. Rumi's not going to let you get that one for free. There's a good passing opportunity here. No, Red Shepherd and Nyland kind of catch themselves off in the rotation. A little bit of miscommunication. 10 seconds on the clock. We saw him do it at 0 last time. EG, what you got for us, bud? Up. Nyland for the last possession. Down to Rumi. Salvo off the corner. Red Shepherd, you have to control this. Up the wall. Slow roll it to Nyland. Keep the ball low. Control it on top of the cart. Keep it up. Slammed down by Joe Boogs. Looking for a 3rd goal, but ends with a 2nd. Doesn't matter. Nadella's fellas are going to even up the score for themselves. I think they're pretty happy with that one for the time being. And now the score is all tied up. No miraculous comeback for Trident this time. I know a lot of you Microsoft fanboys and fangirls in the chat. Look, I know how many teams y'all got. You come out in droves when one of you's playing. But you got to give some credit to Ethos Trident. They're holding on right now. Same goes for Nadella's fellas. I'm curious how the pace of this game goes. We could talk adaptations and what teams can do to get better all day, this, that, and the other. I think this one's more about changing the pace, right? That was how most of the goals in that game were created. And I think the first team to really grasp it and step up the speed is going to find a win here. And right now, I think the only thing capable of doing that with the ball control that they've had is Nadella's fellas. But EG, I would not put them out of the question by any means. It's just they have to manage to get some solid ball position before they do that. Counterattack in. Oh my God, Rumi? Wait, I wasn't even watching for this. Nobody was back. EG tried to get aggressive. Oh, Nyland's caught off the line. That's no bueno. Be gone a game or 2 while getting for your flight. Shadowade. Hopefully we catch you in game number 7, bud. This one looks like it could go the distance. Nyland down to Tiny now. 30 off the clock. First goal means so much here. We know it. And look at that. The people rooting for Trident, staying loud and proud. You guys got a lot to contest with. Cheer with all your might, because boy, are there a lot of people here. Rooting for both sides. Ball over top. Look for another lobbed one. Nadella's fellas, can they capitalize off this first goal? That's my question. If they make it 2, all of a sudden this game is in a way. Oh, Joe Boogs! What a redirect! That was gross! Rumi to Boogs. What a turn! That was absolutely nuts. Absolutely gross. My God. Okay, I'm speechless. Give me a second, chat. Couple moments to recover. Whew. All right. Like that is peak Joe Boogs. Look, if there was a protagonist for CEA, I think we all know who it would be. Been around a while. He's watching every stream. He supports all the teams, all the players. Like, we deserve to give him a lot of credit, not just for what he does in game, but Tiny's here to strike for a 3rd. The captain of this team, keeping them together. The beautiful shot from downfield. Again, though, finding an open net for Ethos Trident, which is a bit worrying. I think they got to find those backside rotations. They're trying to get aggressive, trying to control the pace of the game before they have control of the ball. Which is, again, what I was alluding to earlier. No, not again. Okay, we're good. Nice back. Boogs over, though. Makes it a dangerous situation. Rumi's got the shot, and 4 now for Nadella's fellas. What a statement this game has been. Just 2 minutes, they scored more goals than I think they have in the past 2 games combined. So it's not looking too hot. And Ethos, I don't think it's necessarily they're that much worse thing. Again, it's just priorities. controlling the ball before trying to control the pace of the game. So if they can do that, slow things down a little bit, play at the pace, and then slowly raise it. They can't keep getting punished off their line, but for every goal that gets scored on them, they have to play more aggressive to make it up. Again, putting them at risk of getting caught off their line, and that's exactly happened again. Lyle's down there for the shot. You can't beat the pace. Awkward bouncer. Don't think they can put this one in, though. Fortunately for EG. Almost halfway through the game now. Joe Books has the shot one-on-one. Puts it towards far post. Salvo's got the touch, though. Beautiful save. Good reaction time by the EG player. You know, fun fact. Just before this, Salvo got in a small car wreck. Just a fender bender, he said. But he said his adrenaline's already pumping for this match. Oh, and what a save, too, to back it up. Salvo's in for another one. You know, captain of his team, morale center. Keeps them together after a fender bender, after everything he's gone through to get to this game. You got to feel for the guy. Now it's Joe Boogs looking out wide. The ball significantly slowed down. I think this is a good sign for EG of we're kind of recognizing that, hey, doing a couple things wrong here. We need to get a reset in. I don't know if 2 minutes is enough for them to score 4 goals. That's really a tall ask for any team, but it's a good sign of maybe not even just this game, but the future of the series. Simon Salvo out wide. Bit of a bouncer. Chepper now, Rumi in control. Good pressure by Nyland. Love that challenge. This is what I'm talking about. Now they can control. They keep the pace up. What a shot by Salvo! Oh my God. Takes a little bit of that Boog sauce and throws it right back in his face. Look at this. Keeps it high. How did he get any height on that? That's incredible. He was flying downwards underneath the ball with a front flip. Manages to raise it about an inch up, but that's just enough to get it over top of the Nadella's fellas players. Tried and really bringing everything out to try and win this game. This is a team that we looked at in the beginning of the season and said, you know, hey, they're starting out really crazy. I think they started out the season something like 6-7-0. They had a crazy start. You're like, you know, this team might actually contest some of the top players. A little bit of a shakier second half of the season, but boy, they're coming back. But that's 5 now for Nadella's fellas, and shaky game here, but I will say, towards the end has been looking a lot better. Salvo, my God. Dude, you're getting beat 5-1 and you still got the mental fortitude to compliment your opponent. I love the showmanship, the sportsmanship that we've got in this game. I mean, if nothing else, CEA has been a bastion of respect and good competition for all these players. And this game exemplifies that. At 6-1, the Nadella's fellas winning with pride. Ethos Trident losing with grace so far, but it is just a hiccup. It is but a speed bump on the road. At the end of this game, it'll likely only be 2-1 up for Nadella's fellas, and that's plenty of time for trying to come back. It's not even match point. Now shot down towards Salvo. Joe Boogs is up. They're looking for 7. They're looking for the Brazil. And you guys know, the OGs here know, if we get that 7-1 scoreline, I need everybody to screenshot it and at @upmind_ on Twitter with it. Just please, for me, one time. I've been here all season. You owe me at least one time. One of those. But first up, Microsoft has got to get a shot off the Nadella's fellas with 15 seconds on the clock. Come on. Give us the Brazil. Rumi over. Nyland doing everything in his power to defend UpMind's honor, pride, all those things. It doesn't look like we're going to get it either. No, the shot's in. Oh, no. There it is. It was meant to be. 7-1. Oh, and they've done it. There it is. Even Salvo knows. It feels fitting. I've put it in chat. Please, one time for me. UpMind on Twitter. Screenshot the score. Send it to him. Send him the Brazil. He deserves it. It feels fitting for CEA. We get so many, and even in a close series as this, there's going to be 1 or 2. But it's been a hiccup. You know, we're laughing about the Brazil, but Ethos Trident had to be on the receiving end of it, which is no fun, at the very least. I have confidence that they can pull this one back. They look good for the adaptations in the second half of that game. And if you look at, goals per minute, that one in the second half was as close as any of the other games. I think Nadella's fellas just caught them off their line towards the beginning of the game. And Ethos tried not to let it get into their head at the end of it. Say, hey, just gonna play, have a little fun towards the end of this one, and see what we can get done in the next game. Now, we're in the next game, though. There's not much more time to adapt. They got to come out of the gate swinging here. Get an early lead. I'd love to see that for Ethos Trident. But Nadella says there's an opportunity to take control of the match, win one more of these, and all of a sudden it is not an even game. It is very starkly you in control. Luxemore, I'm with you here, bud. You can't help but love both these teams. Staples of CEA. The players, so nice to everybody in the community. But someone's got to win it. Oh, no. Is that a Rule 1? Is that a Rule 1? It's 2v2, baby. Let's take a look. Red Shepherd goes down. They break the Rule 1. That's fair. It's a valid way to take it out. Neither player backed away with teammates helping out. Now it's a shot from Joe Boogs. Recently out of the 1v1. Recently out of the Rule 1 lock. Finds himself a nice shot. Beautiful pass by Tiny as well. I mean, you're just catching everybody off guard. 3 defenders in, but nobody's covering that part of the goal. I know we got a lot of Joe Boogs fans in the chat, but you got to hand that one off to Tiny. What a crazy pass. Now it's Rumi's turn. They've been locking it down. And Rumi really has done a fantastic job. Again, I mentioned earlier that we haven't really seen too much of Rumi. You got to look out for Salvo, though. Coming in from midfield, turns it into a 1-1 game, and EG. They've caught a little bit of that Trident magic back. Again, keeping at the pace of Nadella's fellas. I think they have to be very content with letting Nadella's fellas control the game and saying, we'll just play whatever pace you guys want to play at, because they can do that. This is a very mechanically gifted team. Just have to be confident that they can do that. It's not always important that you're controlling the pace of the game. Sometimes it's more important that you're able to play at that pace better. Now back. Interesting angle for Joe Boogs. Goes for the touch. Gets beat to the boost as well. This could be bad. This could be real bad. Salvo's got one. Looks for the beat on another. 1v1 on. Rumi's good for it. Like I was saying, Rumi coming in for this team. Not every week. I think he's been one of the rotating players for Nadella's fellas, but has been absolutely phenomenal. Slotted in perfectly today. Playing really good defense, really good midfield control. Three minutes. Quick ball out to Salvo. Red Shepherd looking for a shot now. Joe Boogs back to the field. Can he beat this one back? No, he can't. And he gets a touch. He finishes it off. And it doesn't matter who gets there first. It's still an orange goal. Nadella's fellas find the second. But 3 minutes on the clock. There's plenty of time left. Shadow, it's good to have you back, bud. Glad your flight was delayed. I think that's the first time anybody's ever said that, but I'm very glad your flight was delayed. Joe Boogs now. He knows he wants to make it worth it for you. Tiny's over. Love this touch. Good controlled. Better bump, though. Again, EG willing to play a little dirty for these. Everyone's getting caught up in the 6-man wreck. But it's Salvo for the touch. It was a great angle. Great touch. Good look for the shot, but Rumi's better on the save. Tiny now looking to put the ball out. Red Shepherd has an awkward shot at the bouncer. Joe Boog's not going to be messing that one up anytime soon. And EG are really debating whether to commit more members to this attack or not. They don't. Rightfully so. Nyland's going to be back to save this. Oh, no. Okay, everybody misses. Everybody drops their spaghetti for just a second. That just means the ball's back towards midfield. Ball for Nyland. Off the back wall. No buffs to be had. Red Shepherd. Opportunity. Doesn't get the waterfall he's looking for. Wanted to hit that one off the top corner of the ceiling. To get it drop right back down towards himself. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Salvo back towards center. Nyland up. And I don't think Nadella's fellas are really at a point where they can just play slow. I think they have to play their game and hope that it's enough to stop Ethos Trident from saving shots and scoring goals, but I'm not sure if that's the case right now. You have to be careful. EG have come alive at the end of every single one of these games so far. Open net now for Tiny. A miss? That leaves the door open. That leaves Salvo up for a shot. Rumi's there for the save. Pressure's on, a minute 30. Tiny is, I don't think, ever missed one of those shots. Yet it could be crucial. Ethos Trident, can they get the punish? Red Shepherd now, love that touch. Salvo in, plays it off the back wall. Uh-oh. Boost for the 1v1. Great killer control. Great ball control. Rumi puts it up high. Again, time off the clock now. With a minute left, they can start playing that kind of game. Tiny looking to make this a definitive third goal. A definitive nail in the coffin. But can't do it. Rumi now. Out to Nyland. 50-50 for Joe Boogs. Wins those every day of the week. Picks up the boost. Knows they're just playing for the long con. No flick to be had. Missed demolition as well. Means there is a goaltender in the way. Every opportunity they're getting. Nadella's fellas are driving this ball up the wall. Keeping it slow. Joe Boogs. Stop the ball from leaving the half, but they may regret that. 2 members forward now, looking to make it 3. Joe Boogs misses a touch. Nyland off the wall. Salvo's got to do one more here. Is it a shot? Is it a cross? It's a shot. Rumi's there again. The defender here has been so stark. A wall in front of the goal. Veritably so. 20 seconds now. Salvo out wide. Up off the top. Red Shepherd. Got the ball down. Come on, EG. What you got? Nyland? No! Tiny robs him! Ball still up, but it's only EG players in the attacking half, and it goes down all the same. Nadella's fellas find themselves at match point. And I think we knew it'd get here, but we didn't know who it'd be. Whew. All right. And this is just the quarterfinals. We got 2 more weeks of this. Oh my God. Come on. Just feed it to me and straight into my eyeballs. More of this. And the players being just as kind as ever in the chat to one another. I gotta know, EG, all your energy, all your fans. I know you guys are out there in chat. Give them your energy. Feed it to them. Send it to them. Discord, in-game. Maybe don't distract them on Discord. Maybe just in Twitch chat. But still, it stands. Give them all the energy. Give them all the spam. If you want Triton to come out with this, make it a close series. Or if you want Shadow Aid to catch their plane on time. Let's see if they can get it done. Salvo and crew. Off the back wall. An opening goal would be so important for this blue side. Yet it's Tiny in control. 1v1. Red Shepherd, what you got? Easy 50-50 for him. But it's Joe Boogs. More pressure. Microsoft coming out aggressive. 2 members back, though. It's an open net. Can Shepherd get on top of it? Not quite. It's a pass to Salvo. Quick burner towards the net. Tiny's for the save. Pressure onto the Microsoft side. I think EG know how important this is, but they have to be careful they don't catch themselves in a Game 3 situation where they're getting aggressive for the ball, where they're trying to force something to happen early on in the game and get punished by being off their line. That is the real danger here for EG, I feel. Demolition should lead to a little bit of off pressure. Red Shepherd now back. Rumi trying to force this ball back in. Give them time to respawn. It's a dangerous touch by Tiny, but should be dispelled pretty easily by the defense of Red Shepherd. Love the shot. Oh, no. That might be the first time all season Nadella's fellas have missed a rotation on the backside. But the pressure from Triton's enough. That's an open goal. And 1 up. It's exactly what we said they needed. One minute into the game. 1 goal does not decide it, but it certainly does feel like a change in status quo for this game. Joe Boogs is up. Nyland in towards the net. Tiny's there for the save. Now, question, how does Nadella's fellas answer this? Do they get aggressive and try and force a goal, or do they know how to play their game? You know, this is a team that's been together a long time. You have to feel like they know their stuff, like they're confident with one another, saying, hey, you know what, we're going to play our game. We got plenty of time on the clock. Mental fortitude is at an all-time high. Nadella's fellas is a team that we know can do it. Tiny's found an open net. There it is. Playing their game. Playing